Alright, what's up y'all? Finally making a real video on a real camera. It's been quite a minute. So today I'm going to try and lower the GT4. Cool thing about this is it comes from Porsche with like coilovers, so it shouldn't be too hard. I don't have spanner wrenches, which is probably our first obstacle. I'm hoping that I can just use a screwdriver. I might dig around and look a little harder for the spanner wrenches because I should have some somewhere, but I don't know where they are. So it's a little bit ratchet to use a screwdriver on a Porsche to move the spanner wrenches, but it'll probably work fine. And then second obstacle, I need to go to Home Depot to get a battery for my impact gun because the old one melted apart from the Arizona sun. And so it's the M18 4.0 battery. They sold it to me in a kit. They don't sell them in stores separately, which is awesome. So you can't replace it because it has to be the exact same one, and they don't sell it in stores. So I gotta order that one, and I'm just gonna go buy the different one, order the right one online, and then return both of them because fuck that shit. But I can show you guys the battery. So this looks like a regular impact gun battery, right? That's what the inside of an impact gun battery looks like. So yeah, gonna go run to Home Depot first, then we can get this thing jacked up. Alright y'all, the battery bag has been secured. Nice battery that's in one piece. So just to take a look, this is what the car is looking like right now. Try to space it out in the garage so I actually have room. Here, freaking chopping down trees or something down the street. This is about what we're working with. It's about 2 fingers in the front. I think it's about the same in the rear. Yeah. I think that's gonna be about an inch. I'm gonna break out the caliper so you can know for sure. But it's about the same front and the rear, so I'm gonna do the same front and rear. Get this thing a little bit less monster trucky. Still looks good. Also have these TE37s. Might drop them off for powder coat here soon. I'm still deciding because I really like the GT4 wheels, but I was chatting it up with my neighbor, but got our good old fancy caliper so we can get some precise-ish measurements. It's not going to be that precise because I'm not going to measure it from the floor because that seems like a pain in the ass. But also letting the impact gun charge up a little bit. So top of the fender to about where the tire is making contact with the road, 32 millimeters about. And we got a rear tire, top of the fender, so where the tire is making contact with the road. It's a lot of room. It's like 38. So it's a lot of gap. So if I do an inch, I believe that's like 26 mils. So that should give us like a little bit of room so we're not rubbing. I prefer to only have to do this one time, even if it means being less swagged out temporarily. But yeah, let's get to work. Actually kind of stoked to be doing some of my own work on the car again. It feels like it's been a minute since I've done anything to my own cars, especially since it should be fairly simple. We all know how that goes, so fingers crossed. Fairly simple, but very rewarding, which is always the best kind of mods. I like kind of getting flashbacks because this thing is literally the exact same as the other Cayman. It's also so stiff you don't have to lift it off the ground that much, which is freaking sick. Makes my life a little easier. Yeah, this thing's still on red. Hopefully, see if it has enough juice to zap these little stinkers off real quick. Yes, sir, ski. It's crazy how just this battery can make this like 30-minute job, hopefully, into like a way more painful job. the lock for the last one. Got the lock. So when I was I traded in the 911, right? So I was taking it to a discount tire to get these wheels taken off to get the old wheels swapped on so I could keep the wheels. It was a whole fucking thing. So they got all the wheels back together, and then the studs were too long, and then I tore this whole garage part and I couldn't find the freaking OEM studs, so I had to go to Porsche, buy 7 new studs, which cost me like $150. And then I'm like in a rush because I'm trying to beat traffic, and then I'm gonna have to drive home with the manual and traffic for like an hour. I was like, that's not ideal. I've been doing stuff all morning, and then I finally get to the highway, everything's back together. Get to the highway, they call me and they're like, yo, I think we left one of the spacers on one of the sides or something like that. He's like, I don't want your wheel to fall off, just come back. And then I get back and he's like, we were tripping. It's not on there. It was just stuck on one of the TE37s. I was like, all right, but not a big deal on their part. They're super chill. Everybody there super chill. But yeah, I've probably wasted more than enough of their time with my shenanigans. So it's really only fair, but it's kind of funny. Big old tire. But yeah, that looks like it should be freaking nice and easy for us. Alright, so all we need to do is break this little stinker loose. Hopefully it's not too hard. Just gonna use a screwdriver and a towel over it. Hopefully not break anything. Make sure we're actually going the right way. Okay, yeah, we're definitely just going the wrong way. Not too shabby. Just drop this bad boy down, get the caliper. Got it zeroed out. Go ahead and measure it. So that is 18 mils. So we're probably just gonna bottom this bad boy out pretty much. Seems drastic, but we took measurements before and it shouldn't be too crazy. So that's bottomed out. I just fucked it up right there. That's about 24 mil. So I guess we'll just go ahead and match that. I'm not sure. I guess we can just completely bottom it out. A little bit crazy. Stancy pantsed up. 25.8, so that's like about an inch, I think. So we'll just go ahead and match that on all the sides. Yeah. Spin it like that. That's gonna take me a minute. I'll be back. Alright, got this little stinker all the way bottomed out. Tighten up the bottom locking clamp. Hopefully the front goes as low as this. I'm not sure if it will. This is 25.8 mils lower than it was before, so fingers crossed. Alright, that was surprisingly unproblematic as far as car installs go, especially considering we don't have the right tools. And we're about to drop it down. This is fully maxed out in the rear, so let's see what it looks like. It might change a little bit once we do the rest, but it's going. That's mint. I was worried, like maxing it out seems like way too much, but it's still pretty, not even that low. So I think maxing it out is going to be good. I will definitely try and match it on every side in case this was ever corner balanced. I kind of doubt it, but that way it'll stay balanced. But yeah, it definitely looks sick. Just smack around the Porties. Yeah, it definitely looks better. It's still not even like slammed, but definitely better than before. Just check our fingers. So before we had 2 fingers, that's a good 1 finger. So I'm gonna do the rest. You guys probably don't need to watch me do that, and the battery's about dead. So once I get it lowered, I'll show you guys what it looks like. All right, time for the front to go down. My guess is that it'll look lower just because it started off lower. Technically, we did the same as the rear. It is kind of interesting. The bottom like lock nut will lock collar, whatever, you can like spin it completely off so it could just like rattle around the strut. So it's basically like barely on the bottom, like where it's on the threads just enough so that it'll stay on there, which ended up being like the same as the rear. Yeah, let's see. Yes, sir. That's fucking sick. Probably gonna need some spacers, but definitely looks way better. And this is actually perfect. It's not like slammed or anything, but definitely not so monster trucky. It's still like 1 finger, 1 loose finger. Can fucking rattle it around in there, but not fitting 2 fingers in there anymore, but we definitely need just a little spacer. I think I have some. I do not know what I did with them, but I'm plenty happy with this for now. Alright, still gotta finish up the front right. It's going pretty smooth. Also, pro life tip, if you don't have a caliper, bro, get a caliper. One of the best things I've ever purchased, but it looks so much cooler. It's really just an inch lower, but like, I feel like it just transforms the vibe a little bit. Like, it was already a cool car, but now it looks like sick, you know what I mean? A little bit too monster trucked out, but finish this last wheel, drop it down, and then get some beauty shots. Also, thank God it's freaking winter right now because I'm still sweating my nuts off. I can't imagine doing this shit while it's 110 out. Also, a reminder to be gracious, is that the right word? To have gratitude for it being winter right now. Because during the day it's like freaking perfect. During the morning it's a little cold, but winters in Arizona are dope. Not gonna lie. That also, I want to grab the camera because I wasn't sure about the TEs on this thing because they are 19s and the stock wheels are 20s, but just like looking at them on the ground, like the TEs are so much cooler than the freaking GT4 wheels. Especially if we powder coat them white with the silver, it's gonna look fucking tough as hell. Especially with the black calipers, it's gonna be minty. But let's put this freaking wheel on and see what's up. Front wheels suck nuts because wheel bolts and moving mating surface is not fun. Let's see if we can get lucky and not mess up these beautiful brake calipers. close. I think we may have gotten lucky. Let's see. That shit easy, bro. Wasn't even stressing. Easy as fuck, bro. Quick land on you, bro. So I don't know why these brake pads squeal so much. These are not carbon ceramics. And I was worried that the pads are like dead. And that was probably something I should have looked at before I bought the car, but plenty of pad left, so I don't know if they're just aggressive pads. What the heck? But who cares? It's a freaking race car, brother. Also, random side note, I appreciate all the congrats on getting this car and the buying this car video. I'm just freaking busy. I gotta reply to comments, but you guys help me keep my sanity on YouTube because I love YouTube Shorts because it boosts my engagement like crazy, and it's my only chance at getting subs, really. But those motherfuckers, those little kids on there are mean, bro. I feel like I'm in a Call of Duty lobby in there. And it's like if I respond, I'm the immature one, but it's like sometimes I just gotta say some goofy shit. It's like ultimately I'm the goofball because if I respond angrily, because it's probably just some 12-year-old kid that doesn't even have a car and he's like, yo, this sounds like shit, bro. But it does drive me a little crazy. But anyways, we're finally finished. Let's freaking see, dude. The springs might settle a little bit, but damn, it's pretty tight. We got one fingy, but if we got spacers, that's probably less than a fingy, bro. Need to clean the damn wheels up. Yeah, that shit look mean, bro. Let's go, dude. That shit look tough as hell, bro. Yeah, that's fucking sick. Now just imagine these in white on there. Just saying, bro, just saying. Definitely a good bit lower. Yeah, it might settle a little bit, I don't know. Because it's not like they're new springs, but it is lower. But even just looking straight from the back, it just looks so much cooler now it's a little lower. I'm gonna pull it out so we can get a thumbnail pic and see what it looks like outside of the garage. Okay, it's actually insane the freaking difference that made to the way the car looks. It looks 10 times better than before. Rear end's still a little ugly on these cars, I'm not gonna lie, but from the front it looks freaking beautiful. And it might have straightened my wheel out because my wheel was a little bit to the left, which is annoying. So I pulled up with my 911 to trade it in, steering wheel to the right, and then traded in for this car. The steering wheel was to the left a little bit, but I was just happy to be in the car, but it's still a little annoying. So if that solved the problem, I got a little lucky with that. But yeah, I'll show you guys. Definitely way lower than before. Cars. It looks so much better than before. It looks like an actual freaking sports car now, not just a freaking flex mobile.